Audio Jungle.
All right, you guys set up and ready?
Audio Jungle.
3, 2, 1, go!
Audio Jungle.
Hello. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. We're back. Audio Jungle. Welcome to the Wacom Experience Center Twitch channel. We are a brick and mortar. We are a place in Portland, Oregon, a center where you can come and try out latest Wacom products, meet other fellow creatives, attend cool events and workshops, and you can also just come by and bring a hard drive and use all our cool software for freezies. So it's a great resource. Audio twice is what I'm at. Someone is saying in the chat. There is 2 audio sources. Let's stick with one. But yeah. We're doing some streams in the meantime since we're still not open. So once everyone's vaccinated, once it's safe to go back, you'll hear it from us on our social media channels on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and we're excited to come back whenever that may be in the near future, hopefully. But yeah, today we're going to be doing a little bit of like Photoshop over to After Effects. So when Wacom, the Experience Center was open, I would do different little like workshops, usually in After Effects, to kind of help people out. I don't know if it's definitely not going to be as comprehensive as what I'm doing today, but I'm at least just kind of showing how you might take a static image and bring it over into After Effects and add some pizzazz. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. Yeah, but this is what I have so far, made with Wacom. We're going to be eventually turning it into a Giphy sticker or Instagram sticker. So I want to add some little flair to it, essentially, and I think it's a requirement for a Giphy sticker to like move a certain amount. So the different like motion, it's basically going to be like what I would call an animated illustration, where it's mostly static, just has little bits of like embellishments that are moving. And so yeah, that's what we got going on. How's everyone doing? What's up, Cartoon Katie? Yeah, I know. I prefaced it by saying this is a workshop, kind of, by saying that we used to have workshops, but yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't call it a workshop, what I'm doing today. This is you're just gonna witness some of my process. As always. Love the XP icon. Thank you. Yeah, we did a little refresh on our icon, our about page, Thank you, Christopher. Thank you, Megan. We have a Discord. Lots of pieces moving in the Experience Center. What am I doing? All right, this is all on one layer. So I'm just gonna slice it up. I had a lot of other takes on this. That one. I like some of what's going on there. There's always like a few letters, like letter forms in each of these, and I'm like, that's good, and then try to replicate it across the other letters, and it just doesn't happen. This one felt good, but then I was just like, this isn't the mood. Not trying to do like serif thing. I don't know. It didn't feel right. That one was starting to get there. A lot of versions. But eventually kind of landed here, and I did a little bit of like skewing of the letters because it was just kind of like very like boxy and sort of boring, so I just added some like stretch to it and wanted it to look cool. It looks kind of like surfery now. Suck it, iPad. Yeah. Yeah, this will be available on IG stickers, so use it once it's all said and done. If I do a good job, we'll see how enticing it is to use as a sticker. I'm warming my hands over the space heater. As you can see, I'm in the jacket and beanie, and it's very cold. It's very cold in the basement. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, my sticker or emote. I see. That would be fun. Yeah, we got some emotes in the pipeline. All sorts of stuff. Squiggle. I don't know about this pen. This pen is fine. I might redraw it in After Effects. That's probably what I'll do. I should maybe do something with these. I don't know. I was like on the edge of going into Illustrator and like tracing over these letters, but I'm not going to do that. right now because it's a little blurry right now. Like, but this thing is going to be shrunk down to, and there's like I used like a different pen to like clean up certain areas. So like some areas are a little more blurry than others. But I think since this is just going to shrink down to like 500 pixels, I think it'll be good. Good enough for an Instagram sticker. Okay. Oh, hey Shireen, what's up? How's it going? I was like, maybe you should send Shireen some progress on this, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna work on it a little more and use it as an opportunity to include it on our live stream. So, sticker in the making. If you have any critiques of it, say it now or forever hold your peace. Alright. Did I get rid of my pen? Down. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and I apparently, I think I know what I did. I was using copy and paste a bunch, and I accidentally cut my pen, but I never pasted it. Okay. No bird sounds today? No. I know. It's just silence. It's bring your own music. BYOM. I'm already drawing for you. I'm not gonna DJ as well. I should just get one of those. Might as well just get one of those suits that's like a harmonica strapped to a guitar and some cymbals, and I'm just gonna do everything. I'm just kidding. Just so salty about the prospect of DJing. No, I would be fine. I literally just don't know of any copyright free stuff that is easy. I know Christopher and Megan do it, but they seem like they have mixed success with that channel. It can be, feel like you have to manage it a little bit because it puts on some real stinkers of a music track. Okay, let me name my layers here. Yeah, music with words, I can't work to it. I can't hear myself think. Okay. I'm just going to delete all these other kind of iterations. All right. Save this. Now we're going to open our favorite program, Adobe After Effects. I was thinking about doing some more frame by frame, but I think I would rather just show how to kind of like fake frame by frame, like fake stop motion. Because I just sort of want like a little bit of a boil happening with these where it's, you know, it looks like you've drawn several frames to get kind of that like jitter effect. But you can do it procedurally in After Effects and kind of cheat it. So it's a pretty common trick. I feel like it's been popularized quite a bit and it's been around for a while, but I get quite a bit of use out of it. Just to try to, I think a lot of stuff that I'm doing has a hand-done look to it anyway, so like adding that just sort of further convinces, but it doesn't work in every instance. All right, let's go. Here we are, new project. I think what, the Giphy stickers, 500 by 500. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just like when the line is like boiling, like it's, that might not be like the technical term for it, but okay, maybe it is, but I've just heard it called that before. Cartoon Katie knows what's up. Alright, sorry, I was just looking for my files. Just staring into your eyes. Yeah, I think boil or wiggle, I mean, they're just sort of like, I feel like they're interchangeable, but okay, let me, here's my Finder window. Yeah, you just want to import as composition retain layer sizes. This will make it so that your Photoshop document doesn't all flatten into a single layer. So now we have our various layers of all our different text. So that's kind of the most crucial part of importing. There's some like weird stuff that happens too if you just like try to drop in all the layers. They will not be in order, or they won't be scaled properly. So I usually just double click on the comp and it's all in the right spot. All right, I'm gonna bring this over into our 500 pixel composition. See how it looks. And I'm going to make a null object, which is essentially just a blank layer that you use for the sole purpose of parenting other things to and using it as kind of a controller for like scale or overall like meta movements, I suppose. Kind of like a folder, but not. What's up, Todd? How dare you be late? I'm just kidding. You have a life to live, Todd. Do not apologize. Glad you're here. There is a Discord link. Homework Club will be on Discord. There will be a Homework Club section. Yeah, we haven't started like a new Homework Club session, but we will. And when we do, there will be a Discord component. This is gonna have to have a transparent background to work as a sticker, but for now I'm just gonna work on it kind of on black so I can see what I'm doing. See, just try to basically just get it as large as possible within these confines. It's a little off center because I had it like slanted, but I think just scaling it up as much as possible is like the most important. What's going on there, Nightbot? Okay. I'm catching up to the chat. I'm glad you guys are having fun. If anything, I just want to provide background noise for people to hang out in a chat room. Don't actually look what I'm doing. I'm dropping my mate cans. It's an inevitable part of working in a basement because the recycling is so far away that I have to do it in trips. So I'm just surrounded by like seltzer cans and like yerba mate cans. It's just like a, it's true basement life. Yeah, our Discord link is a little... Some people had issues with it, so watch out. What is your riddle, Christopher? I'll solve it. This could be a pun disguised as a riddle. Okay. It'll give me 50 bits. Perfect. Money on the table. Because they were complementary colors or something. Something about something complementary. Because the purple was so complementary to the yellow. Because the yellow was complementary to the purple. There we go. Did I win? I'm not seeing the update. I'm just waiting for Christopher to say he ran. Now that he had to pay money for my win, he just slammed his laptop shut and just walked away. And was like, "Damn it! 50 bits. I'm rich. I need a little like money animation coming down from the ceiling." Christopher in the chat making it rain. Thank you. All right. You kind of like like set me up for that one, and then I spiked it because it was pretty easy. All right. I don't actually know what I want to do with this animation. I might just see what the boil, like line jitter thing looks like first, just to see if I need to reassess. So I'll start with the big Wacom. All right. I like to have this window open. Not there. No, not that one. Window, effects and presets. And then you can use this to like search different effects. So the one I want is called Turbulent Displace. It is probably one of my top 5 as far as expression or effects that I use all the time. It is very crazy, but I'm gonna make it more subtle here. So let's see. It's usually kind of just depends on the proportion of or the size of your canvas, like what these values are. But we can kind of zoom in here and see. What's going on here? They won't all be this easy. I need a challenge. up, Jess? How's it going? Welcome. Oh yeah. The other thing you have to do is hold down Alt or Option and click the evolution property, and in this little field down here you just type in time asterisk let's see. Let's try 100. Does that work? Oh, it's just very subtle. Okay, so I need more. That is too much. This is where I think it might have been better to just like to do just basically draw the letter like a few times and do it the real way essentially, but we'll see. I can always think maybe I need to turn this amount up. Ooh. That looks weird. That looks, yeah, there's some wild looks going on here. Okay, let's try 50. You just sort of have to like attempt it all. Okay, I think I had the time too low. That looks bad. Okay. It's like getting there, but it still looks kind of digital. The other thing about this is tricky that it's going to be small, so it needs to read basically at like this size. So this whole boil thing might be a lost cause, but we'll see. See what happens. Under 20 cents. Finally making money off this stream. I'm just kidding. All of our proceeds go to World Changers, a non-profit. So throw them bits around. It's actually, I'm looking in the camera and okay, it is apparent, but this Band-Aid actually blends in with my skin quite nicely, but I do have a giant bandage on my face right now because I have an open wound. So, yeah, it's just couldn't catch a break. I was like, well, I think I'm doing kind of like a Nelly thing. The wrapper, which, you know, that was a good look for Nelly. Maybe I could pull it off. No. Okay, I'm gonna try this because it looks more dramatic. That's too much. Let's add another effect because I think I might be able to get here. I'm going to add the effect roughen edges. There's some different options. I think I like rusty, but I actually don't think that's gonna. I feel like Giphy is just not gonna like that because there's too much like aliasing going on. No. Cut. That looks better. We need to also add that like time expression to the evolution here. So over here in the effects panel, you just hold down Alt or Option and click the stopwatch on the evolution property, and then it'll bring up the little expression field and type in time, times, or time asterisk 1,000. It's a good pace. Actually, no, now that I think about it, there's another expression. Oh, thank God. So I always get really nervous. I have all my expressions written down in like a notepad on my Mac, and that notepad also has all my passwords on it. And so if I didn't have it already open, and it happens to come up on this monitor, then I just totally dox myself. Luckily that's never happened, but I would probably turn off the stream and just like delete the video and be like, no, I'm not getting my identity stolen. But anyway, the sticky note popped up in the correct window, thankfully. Woo, bits. Damn, Cartoon Katie. Throwing the big bucks around. My. New top donor. We should, man. There's so many little widgets and bells and whistles you can do with Twitch, but it is fun to have that like top donor or whatever listed out. Then it becomes a little competition. You're just like, my username is on the Twitch stream. It's very fun. Such a fun platform. Yes, Cartoon Katie became the coolest cat. Ooh. All right, sorry, what am I doing? All right, so I found this expression on the internet. I just searched for it. It's basically just a way to make it so that the evolution is a certain frame rate. So right now it has this very like digital, like smooth kind of line boil, and this will make it so that it only basically refreshes every like, you know, five frames or however many frames you put it as. So I'll put it as, tried 12. I need to also put this on my turbulent displace. I'm using my trackpad. I have a pen right here. What am I doing? Okay. So now that looks a lot better. it's still, I don't know what needs to happen. I might try another roughen edges effect. Like I'll stack like 2 of them on each other. And maybe, let's see. No. I think I need to turn the turbulent displace down still. It's tough. It's tough balance. I think that's good actually. It is subtle. And it's probably not going to read when it's that big as a Instagram sticker. Oh, this is a doozy. Such a tightrope to walk. Whatever, I'll stick with that right now. I'm gonna hydrate. Look at the chat. Katie's bankrupt now. Spent all the money on bits. That's good. Oh my. 60 more bits from Christopher. This is a betting war. A bidding war. Incredible. Alright, so I'm going to grab that effect and just copy and paste it onto the other letters here. Let's see. This one got a little aggressive where it's kind of like eating into the letter forms a little too much, so I'm gonna I think I should also add, it would be nice to add some kind of like sort of position keyframes to these. Maybe I'll add it just to Wacom. So it kind of, the eye sort of goes towards that. Whereas, and then the made with can just be sort of stationary. I think that might look good. So I'll try that. So I think what I'll do here is, I'm just gonna need to duplicate this Wacom layer a bunch. There we go. And I'll just name each of these layers like a different letter. Hydrate. Lots of hydrate going on. Sorry I missed that. I'm out. This is also mate that's in here. Yerba mate. So it's probably not going to hydrate me. It's got a fair bit of sugar in it and some caffeine. This is also my this is my glow in the dark, or rather has a light in it, but it's from Galaxy's Edge Disneyland, the Star Wars portion of the park. This is what the blue milk came in, and I bought some blue milk because I had to have it, had to try it, and I bought the souvenir like jug to go with it, and it turned out to be too much blue milk. The blue milk was very interesting. It was basically like a slushy, and like a slushy, and it was very like kind of like rose water tasting, but like mixed with like a little bit of like blueberry flavor going on, kind of weird and like floral, but also milky. I don't know, like milk plus rose water plus some other kind of like just sugary like blueberry syrup or something. Kind of weird, to be honest. Yeah. So I was really hyped on it, and I bought a bunch, and I drank it all, and then I went on a very motion sickness inducing ride right afterwards, which was the VR like Millennium Falcon experience where you're like cockpitting the Millennium Falcon, and I was like very nauseous, but had a good time. My favorite part of the Galaxy's Edge thing was like not any one ride or anything, but it was just looking around at all the like set design. Like that place is very, it's as if you walked in on the set of like Rogue One or something, where it's just like, yeah, there's like a ton of attention to detail. Like I was just looking around at like the fake building facades and how they were all like rusty and had like a bunch of little like Easter egg Star Wars stuff, like just like busted up like espionage droids, and like I don't know, it was dope. You just felt like you were in like Tatooine basically. That was my favorite part. It's just looking around. So okay. One other thing I'm noticing, I'm going to change like the amount of turbulent displace. Okay. All right, so I separated all these letters out. I'm just gonna use the mask tool or the pen tool and basically just separate all these letters. Trying to think if it would be good to do like what I call a ride-on, and there's an effect called ride-on. Christopher and I were chatting earlier today about how that tool is kind of clunky, but I'm kind of wondering if I should do that sort of like hand-written sort of reveal of the word Wacom. Like that could give it some cool movement. But I'm on the fence about it. Sounds like work, which I mean is fine. But mostly it's just because I've already spent a fair amount of time getting this sticker to look like something that I'm happy with. So I'm like, okay, now do I put a bunch of time into like animating it? Maybe, but there's also I have to do a few of these, so. I think in the interest of time, I'm probably going to not do that, but that is an option. Could be something I could show if people are interested in it. Of the right on. Oh, see ya, Cartoon Katie. Thanks for hanging out. Oh yeah, you can vary the, yeah, I guess. Yeah, you can like animate the size of the ride-on. There's some advantages for sure. I think there's like some situations where it's probably better. I think I'm usually just trying to reveal something like just like a fancy, like more intentional sort of like wipe of something, and so that's when just using like trim paths or just using like animating a mask is usually better. Yeah, I don't know, there's many ways to achieve that effect, I guess. All right. The bits. Love the bits. All right. Let's see. I'm going to try to add a it's called a ping pong like loop onto it. So go to loop out, and then where it says cycle, type in the word ping pong. These are just things I've memorized. I don't know Java. think I just want this to be like a little smoother. Since it's gonna ping pong, I can kind of think of this graph as like there's like a second part to this that's symmetrical or kind of mirrored to it, so it'll go up and then it will kind of have this like period of rest and then go back to the other side. So that's kind of what I'm going for. Oh, and I made this comp 4 seconds long. I think it can be longer than that. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of, again, I'm just sort of going for like animated illustration essentially, so it's like largely, you know, it's mostly static, but it's just little embellishments. So I'm gonna just try that kind of motion for everything, and then I kind of want them to like be offset a little so that there's kind of a wave that they make. So let's kind of mimic that on all these. I'm gonna copy my ping pong expression so that I'm just gonna paste it into these other ones. So going on here? Oh, my shift key has been getting stuck recently. I was like, why is it selecting everything? Sticky keys, yeah. Where you like hold shift for a bunch and then it's like, do you want sticky keys? That is a PC thing. Who does use sticky keys? Who likes sticky keys? I don't even know what it does, but it sounds like something you don't want. But I guess it's just so you are always having shift on, I'm guessing. Probably need to make this comp longer, but we'll see. Alright, so I'm just going through, I'm going to animate these letters bit by bit. Let's put my first keyframe down. This will be my starting position. And then I'm using J and K to kind of flip between keyframes here. And have this guy go up. Put the ping pong on there. now my word is the ping pong expression is working as intended, and it's currently at a perfect loop, which is nice. Let me see. I should be able to just know this, but I want to offset these layers. So I'm gonna go maybe like, let's try like 8 seconds or 8 frames apart. Let's see. I always forget the keyframe or the hotkey for moving the layer over a certain amount. I think it's like, I should know that. It's like probably one of the most basic. I believe I want to say like, is it a command option? No. Control. No. I think there was tab maybe involved. Option tab. No. I'm gonna look this up. I think I'm just destroying my. It's like. Oh, okay. Alt page up or down. I don't have that key. That doesn't work. Whatever. I'm just gonna do it manually. That's why I've always done it manually, I guess, because I'm just like, I give up. Making my composition a little longer here. All right. See if this is moving how we want it. So right now, I think it's actually inverted. For some reason, it feels to me like the M is kind of leading the motion. So I actually want the W to kind of be the thing that leads everything. I don't know. Could just be looking at it wrong. But all right. It's working. Another effect I would be curious to try. Is kind of adding like an additional wiggle on top of the position. I'm just going to see how it looks. So I'm going to use the effect called transform and drop it on my W, and then just going to click on the stopwatch and add a wiggle. Everyone's favorite expression. Oh, that's right. Now, I wonder. Maybe I should just add a posterized time effect to this whole thing. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like that. All right, I'll just take it off. This is what I wanted. So what I was going for was I want the motion of this like kind of wave to be smooth, but I want like all the other bits, so like the line boil and the also like position wiggles, I want those to be a slower frame rate. Just because I think if you can kind of have some contrasting like frame rates, it looks a little more interesting than if everything is, you just say like everything at 5 frames a second, which I mean it can also work, but all right, so I'm just gonna add those. I'm just kind of piling on effects here. Not doing a ton of keyframe stuff, but it's okay. Ooh, see, that's a little much. I think when I need to maybe turn the wiggle down on some of these. Thank you, Megan. One thing that is nice about using After Effects as like a way to just pile on a bunch of effects and call it a day is that, I mean, I'd like to actually like get down in there and animate as as much as the next guy or whatever. But the one thing that is nice about just piling on a bunch of stuff onto an adjustment layer and having like an effect essentially like do all the animation for you is, if someone needs like a change, you can just swap out whatever's underneath that layer, and hopefully whatever effects and stuff you have going on, they'll just apply to like any edits that you make, or if you have to like put new content in place of something, like it just makes it easy. I feel like the O and the M aren't moving are moving too much, but I have to remind myself that this is going to be viewed at very small sizes. So the animation needs to be maybe a little more drastic than I think, and it's subtle right now, so I'm just going to leave it. Okay. What else do I want to do? Let's save it. Let's see. I'm just gonna kind of clean up some of these drop downs. Okay. So we have that going on. What else? I think I want to do something with the little blob here. Basically, I'm just going to redraw it. What I do need, though, is the correct color. All right, so I'm going to make a new shape layer. Okay, so, oops. Actually my idea for this is just to have it like, it's going to be a very simple animation, but just want it to kind of like split apart into like 3 and then come back together essentially. So I'm just going to draw this shape a few times. put a keyframe down for the path. And put a keyframe down for the position. And yeah, I'm doing this for like each of the, there's like shapes within a shape layer and they each have their own transform properties. So yeah, that's one thing it took me a while to like get comfortable with, is there's just a million drop down menus within shape layers specifically. You just have to deal with it. Later. Thanks for hanging out. Then once you keyframe all the pieces that you think you're going to use, you can just hit U and it'll just give you the things that you've keyframed. So now it's manageable enough to work with. See what time it is. Oh man, an hour and a half already. Haven't done enough. I am just going to, for the final stretch, I might go over by like a half hour or so, but gonna run to the bathroom. So I'm gonna also grab some water. So be right back. Don't touch that dial. See if I can find that. Welcome back. Got my seltzer. Ooh. Seltzer badge. That's nice. How many did we lose? We have 10 loyal viewers. The rest of them are not loyal. Thanks for sticking with us. We're just hanging out. Just working. Open Studio. Studio Friday. Todd is loyal. Todd stuck with us. Yeah. All right. Where were we? I had a stroke of brilliance for if I was to make like a theme for this stream series where I'm just doing random After Effects stuff and it could be very, very cute. It's called Motion Graphic Moves as of now, but I want to lean into that and do like fitness theme or like exercise theme where I have like, I could go as far as, I probably wouldn't do this, but wearing like little sweatbands and I am in workout gear right now. I have my gym shorts on with like yoga pants basically underneath, or long johns, I suppose, whatever you want to call them. Under Armour, as the guys call them. But yeah, I will dress like I'm in a jazzercise video, and then like there'd be little animations that are like workout themed, and it could be animate people like bench pressing, just make it like gym themed stream about After Effects. I think it would be fun. It's an appropriate theme. I like kind of miss the gym, but yeah, creative muscles. Yeah, exactly. Athleticism in the creative field. This animation's not very athletic. I'll say that now. It's a lazy animation. It needs to be better. Let's see what we can do. All right. What's going on here? Oh man. One of my properties is not showing up. It's okay. I don't think I need it. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Now we're talking. Now you're speaking my language. I'm just kidding. Just. I just like to say nonsense. I'm trying to hype myself. You guys. I'm low energy today. I didn't hydrate enough. Alright, so what I'm trying to do here, I'm just gonna add this effect now. This is mostly just effects now. Learned this from Motion Design School. Blur. Gaussian blur. No, I don't know how to spell Gauss. Ah, there it is. No. G-blur. G-blur. G-blursia. Okay. Turn up that blur. Now you're asking yourself, why? Why would you add a blur? I'll tell you. So I'm going to add levels. Okay. Then we're going to turn the levels to alpha. These are all real words, I promise. And now I'm going to move these sliders around. See what's going on here. So, I forget how. Man, is this full resolution? We're in trouble. Uh-oh. Here, let me... Basically what we're trying to do is make this little blob animation happen. If you kind of like screw with the levels and blur it, then you can get it to where they're like, things are sort of flowing into each other. They look kind of more liquidy. It's a real neat trick. Someone smart came up with this. Okay. That looks fine. But now I feel like I have to scale. Okay, so what that has done is look at this very pixelated preview. So now basically what's happening is when they separate, it's not really working. it's where let's turn it off. Oh well, that doesn't help us. Here we go. Switch modes. Let's see, here's without. I think I need to scale them down. Let's see. Maybe more blur. Yeah. So now basically there's just like that little, there's one frame where it looks like they're kind of liquidy. Worth it. I feel like I can exaggerate this more somehow. Need to turn the scale down. Honestly, if it's just a frame or two where it does something cool, it's fine. It's all you need. Do I need more bits? I'm sorry, I totally missed that. Yeah. No. Save your money. So I think you can tell that the effect that I was going for is helping. The little just like frame or two where it looks like they're kind of breaking like surface tension. I think it works. It'd be better if there was like a little like speck or a little droplet that sort of like came off of one of them or something, so it looked like kind of painterly or something. I don't know, like more liquidy. That would be cool. So like that, and then I kind of want them to like drift apart. And we could also add, I think, like a rotate would be cool here. I'm gonna mess with this curve on this rotation. So I want it to kind of start spinning when it is, or start spinning faster when it sort of explodes and spins faster and then kind of slows down. And then I think from here I want it to sort of pretty much just do this but in reverse. It's 5:01, it's time for me to go. That's what I would say if I was weak. But I am swole at the After Effects. And I will keep going. MoGraph moves. Get physically and creatively fit. These are my slogans. I'm building this brand brick by brick. Plate by plate. I want one of those like afflicted t-shirts. There's like these like meme t-shirts that are like, my name is Dave. I was born on the 4th of July. I like barbecue every Sunday. But it's all in like really grungy lettering and is like badass or quote unquote or whatever and like bedazzled. But I want like that. But it's just like, I don't know, like my iron is my Pro Pen. My dumbbells is, I don't know, like I'm trying to come up with the parallels, but I want something ironic, I guess. I need an ironic shirt. I feel like I have to pull up this image now because I'm just gonna sound like a crazy person. I'll make sure it's safe for work. There's also the like for a while I thought I was really clever and was like, I'm gonna make a Magic the Gathering shirt that is styled in the tap out like UFC wrestling or whatever MMA fighting style, but it's like tapped out like Magic, and then I looked and there was like a million search results where people had already done it, and I was like, oh, okay. Okay. Kings are born in September. We'll keep it real, 100%. Prideful, loyal to a fault. No one to mess with. I just want. I want this. But for our Twitch channel. So good. I should just have that shirt. Born in September. You are also a king. Okay. That was the meme segment. We've lost all viewers now. Good. Good. I'm gonna weed them out. This is a fun speed graph. Okay. I guess I should animate. Mean breaks are great. We should have more. Wacom still needs to make its meme page. I was like on the verge of doing it, and I was like, I feel like I just as like a side project, and I feel like that's probably that's a good way to get, I don't know, get in trouble. It would mostly be about gloves and like making fun of gloves. Don't get me wrong, Christopher has convinced me of the merits of using a glove for the tablet, but that doesn't mean you can't make fun of it still. As you're wearing yours. No, I know. It's all in good fun. Okay. I lost sight of what I was doing. It's almost too fast. It's fine. just in the tank here, just trying to get through this part, just because I've been working on these three little dots for a while here. So let's see. No, I messed up my rotation. Okay. This is what I want. It's pretty close to what I was aiming for. I mean, I think maybe this needs to happen a little faster. Just play that. So I'm going to shoot for this like 8-second animation. I'm going to see if this will loop. Not really. What's going on there? It's a little bit of a hiccup. So I'm going to screenshot back here. Oh God, that was so loud in my ears. It probably didn't come out on the stream, but there was just this horrible like snapshot noise. And then F5 will let you compare. For some reason, just, well, maybe I need to, I don't know. For some reason, just copy and pasting my keyframes isn't getting it in the same spot. It's probably because the rotation key. So let me just do, oops. Okay, so now it loops pretty seamlessly. I do kind of want it to pause more when it's the three orbs are like combined. So let's see here. Basically just need to scrunch this all. I'm going to save real quick just in case this doesn't work how I think it will. I'm just going to scrunch this all in. And then I need to add, well, I guess I don't really need to do a loop out expression, and that would be kind of obnoxious. So I'm actually just gonna duplicate this layer. I could just copy all the keyframes too. So many options. Oh, it does something funky there. So yeah, I'm gonna just, because I'm not really being like precise with my rotation. It's not doing a full 360, and I think it would spin too fast, honestly, if I was doing a full 360. So I'm just gonna split the layer. Just do a little life hack. Just duplicate it. So there's probably a little jump here. But I think we'll probably smooth that out since I'm gonna add a, just pre-compose this, and then I'm gonna add like a jitter effect to it as well. So it should cover up that little hiccup. Pre-compose. I was thinking it was going to be too aggressive of an effect on that, but it looks good. So I'm going to keep it. I think it would be fun to animate little like UI elements, like just little icons, so where it's like if you hover over an icon, it like does something like this. Just these little like micro animations. It'd be fun. How big is my comp? It is, oops, I keep pausing my stream. It's 500 pixels by 500 pixels, which is what I remember, I think, Giphy being at. I double checked it before the stream. I think it said like between 500 and 600. So it's like a little pixely. Yeah, I don't think. I was trying to notice if the hiccup was where my perfect loop doesn't quite line up. It's not very noticeable. All right. This is just coming along. I'm using the Wacom colors, but I'm kind of using like the primary colors, but with the Wacom palette. I think it looks fun. And then I guess I would like to animate the pen and the squiggle. Just trying to think of how the best way to do it. I think I kind of want the pen to just be stationary and just have the squiggle be kind of going wild. I'm actually going to I'm going to see if I can just do my dumb hacks again. I could do this like the other way is frame by frame to make it look good, but I'm going to see if I can just use like some presets basically to get the effect of what I was drawing there. So let's turn the squiggle off, make a new shape layer. I'm going to grab the actual color. Trying to be better about not just using the eyedropper to sample colors, because I feel like I was doing that for a while, and over time with like each little piece of compression, like the color ended up like significantly off from what it was actually supposed to be. So like, I'm gonna sample this JPEG and then I'm gonna export it as an MP4 and I'm gonna sample like I don't know, like it just becomes this game of telephone that it was never that bad, but you know, I've used eyedropper on a screenshot before. That I am not above that, but I'm just trying to be better about it. Okay. I'm going to draw just a straight line here. The pen tool. Let's see if I can do some kind of like wave warp thing on it, and then maybe with all the other like rough and edges stuff and turbulent displace, if I can just effects animation this thing into looking like where I want it to be. gonna use this taper. Might look weird. We'll see. Yeah, figure it out. Just gonna experiment here. So there is the zigzag. This could be an option. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forget that you had to, I think you have to use this plus this other effect called trim paths to be able to get what I'm thinking of. So I'm just gonna try the like cheesy kind of wave warp effect. We'll see if that works. I typed in cheese. Wave warp. Right out of the box, it just works. Why even bother? Trying to do things manually. No, I mean I still want to finesse this a little, but oh yeah, okay. Nice. All right, wave warp. It looks a little weird with the pen being static and then that just kind of being crazy. And then we could turn the speed down as well. Yeah. Let's also see if this loops correctly or not. Oh, it does. It's a miracle. I guess since it's just based on how many times per second it loops, so. All right. I'm gonna try to add the kind of like hand-drawn effect stuff to it to see what that does. Looks pretty cool. My computer's definitely starting to work a little more. Since I'm just layering on all these effects, it's taking a little longer to pre-render here. Might mess with the taper a bit. Let's see. Oops. Stroke. Okay. Oh, yeah, I believe they're still there. Last time I think I was searching for it and I was like, I don't see it anymore. I have to check now. Let me make a fake story. I guess I could actually do some self-promotion and take a story of my work. But I won't do that. Okay, let me see if the sticker's still there. It is. If you search Sky Mall, the little doggo is there. It's very pixelated. It's very not optimized, but it's okay. I still love him. No, I can only post finished stuff. I mean, I know you're not supposed to do that, but oh yeah, Wacom Experience Center is also how you could find the doggo. All right, I'm gonna stop fiddling with it. That looks good to me. There's some moments where these different elements like barely touch each other, and it bothers me a little bit. Like they should either overlap or be spaced out more, but I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to roll with it. The question is, does the pen follow the squiggle? Let's try. I should probably make the anchor point in the right spot. Let's go anchor point back there. Just do this with rotation. Now we're thinking. Okay. Go there. This might be too crazy. Or at least, I don't know, maybe it needs to just come, these elements need to come down more. No. It is fun though. I like more movement than. Oh man. Okay, let's just see. Let's just see. Right now it's a little too much, I think. No. maybe if it was, I think if it's just rotation, it's going to look bad. So it needs to be some rotation mixed with some position animation. I wish I could figure out the timing on, so I could just do a loop animation. Maybe I can try to just trial and error here. I need to zoom out and see if this looks goofy. Not convinced. Not convinced, folks. Let me know in the chat if anyone is still hanging. If you think the pen moving is like throws off my little composition, or if it's distracting, or if it should just be stationary. I think it might be too much. Like it's probably its own sticker. Like let me try just save. Okay, this is, I think it could work if just the pen, like the pen is stationary, but there's just a little wiggle going on. Otherwise, like this option, I feel like there's just too many moving pieces. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with that, where I feel like the pen just needs to be kind of like there to sort of like anchor things. I'm kind of looking at it on the Twitch stream and like looking at it smaller. Is it moving enough to qualify as a sticker? I think it could be good. I don't know. I'm kind of questioning at this point. I'm kind of questioning the letters and how they're moving, but I'm just gonna. I think it's good enough. So I could spend weeks perfecting it, but I think this is fine. So cool. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. I know it's kind of like in the zone on this one, but I actually had to get this done. So and not worry about it over the weekend. So thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you were working as well, or just had me on in the background, or maybe you were just intently watching the entire time. Whatever your preference, I hope you had a great time. Thank you, Jess. Thanks for being here. Always good to see you. And yeah, we will. I think next week we don't even have any like big heavy hitters. Just us, just little old the Wacom Experience Center team. So it'll be Megan is on Monday, 8 o'clock to 9 in the morning for those early streamers, or maybe international who's on a different time zone. And then Christopher is going to be on Friday doing some more graphic novel stuff, working on the comic, I believe, that he's been working on. And then I'll be on Wednesday. Not quite sure what I'm going to do yet, but I think it's going to be somewhat similar to this, where I'm going to be tinkering around in After Effects. Maybe I'll draw. I don't know yet. We'll announce it. I think it's already in the calendar as After Effects. So I'll be back here Wednesday with more of this type of stuff. So, yeah. Thanks, everyone. Happy Friday, and have a fantastic weekend. Catch us on Instagram, catch us on Twitter, Facebook, for all upcoming Twitch events and any news if we're going to be opening our space. I'm guessing that's still a little far out. It's anyone's guess. I don't have a crystal ball yet, but connect on the social if you haven't already. Comment on our pictures. I don't know. We love to hear from you. We also check the Discord out too. So we have every avenue covered. But yeah, we love hanging out with y'all, and we're so glad that we get to do it every week. So take care, everyone. See you next week.